So if you're running Facebook ads and you're sick and tired of them suddenly stopping working and your ROAS dropping through the floor, then this video is going to solve that problem, because I've been running Facebook ads since the start of 2016. I've seen every different type of problem there is to have, and I've experienced this specific problem because a few years ago, this is what was happening. Literally, the life cycle of my ad I would launch it and it would do pretty well in the beginning. And if it continued to do well, then I would scale it and I would continue to spend money. But then almost overnight, it would just stop converting. And then it would just continue at this pace and it would never get back the good performance that it showed in the beginning. And it was frustrating because regardless of like the account structures and stuff, whatever I would use, it wouldn't work. You see, I tried a bunch of different stuff. I would try big budgets. So starting with bigger budgets, because maybe the lower budget was restricting the data and the learning. And no, that didn't work. I also tried launching with smaller budgets because then at least maybe Facebook would be more economical with my ad spend and try and get me the cheapest possible conversion. So I would have lower budgets, and that didn't solve the issue either. I tried having less ads within an ad set so that, again, more data would go to the individual ads and hopefully it would help it learn more and get more conversions and sustain that performance. You guessed it, that didn't work either. I tried big audiences, small audiences, no audiences, and guess what? That didn't solve the problem either. And I tried different scaling strategies like CBO campaigns, etc., etc. And that stuff alone, you guessed it, didn't solve the problem. So it was only when I actually started, instead of like looking at budgets, account structures, targeting, it was when I stopped looking at that and I started looking at the types of ads that I was running. That is when I started to see a change. And for most people, there's two types of potential ads that you can run, or these are the two most common. Well, actually, in fact, what most people are running is what I call direct ads. Now, direct ads are the ads that you see in the newsfeed, and they basically do some form of like call out to their avatar. And this is what a lot of people teach when they're teaching how to do Facebook ads or YouTube ads. They will teach in the first 5 seconds, you need to qualify your customer. So that's why you see lots of ads where it's like, hey, are you a personal trainer stuck on the gym floor? Or hey, are you a fitness professional stuck at 5K per month? Hey, are you an online coach stuck at 20K per month? Whatever it is, right? You do like a call out to your avatar. And then generally what the ad does then is make some form of like offer. Now, it doesn't have to be an offer in terms of like, hey, this is the price, this is what you have to get. But it's like, I can help you achieve X, Y, and Z without ABC. If you want to learn how to do this like I have, then click the link, blah, 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 right? You've heard it all before. It's those types of ads. And they're direct because they're calling directly out the customer. And then they're making them like a quite irresistible offer. The type of ads that, Cole Gordon runs, for example. Now, the problem with this is that these ads only convert a very small percentage of the marketplace. Now, these numbers, of course, aren't exact, but it's just getting my point across. So let's just say this circle, and yes, this is a circle on the screen here. This is the biggest pool of people that can potentially buy your product or your service from paid advertising. These direct ads that call out the avatar directly and give like a fairly direct offer, they only convert around 3% of the marketplace because they're targeting people that are in what we call buyer now mode. So they're targeting people who are already aware they have a problem, they're aware of the different solutions, and they're kind of like ready to pay for a solution. And that's why when they see your ad in the newsfeed and you're like, hey, I can book you 90 sales appointments in the next 90 days, book in a call and, we'll chat. They're the type of people that like buy from those type of ads because they're already in deep enough pain. They're already aware of the solution. Now they just need to find the person offering the solution, or they need a good deal on the solution. And this is a big problem because that's why when you start off in the beginning, your ads do well because they're getting in front of the 3%. So this is where basically the 3% of people are buying, right? And your ad does well and it takes off. You're getting leads, sales, calls, whatever funnel you're running. It's making you money and you're like, shit, this is good. Then you try and scale it. But what happens then, as you spend more money, and obviously Facebook shows your ad in front of more people, those people aren't in buy now mode. They're in fact in the other 97%. Because there's only so many people in this 3% bracket, right? There's only so many people in the buy now mode. Facebook or YouTube, they're going to do their best. The algorithm will do its best to put your ad in front of the people who are in buy now mode first. That's what the algorithm does. It shows people who are it shows the ad to the people most likely to buy first. And that's why your ad performance increases. But when you increase spend, when the ad continues to spend over a prolonged period of time, Facebook and YouTube and the ad platforms, they have no choice but to show that ad in front of different people. Now, the direct ad works really well for the 3%, but it doesn't work very well for the other 97%. So this is the makeup of the rest of the marketplace. So like I said, you've got buy now mode, information gathering mode, problem aware, and then not problem aware. Now, for this example, we're not going to talk about not problem aware because it's pretty difficult to convert those types of people with just a Facebook ad in the newsfeed to a cold audience and get them to buy straight away. And plus, you don't need to convert 100% of the people to make a shitload of money. Now, these direct ads that we talked about, they've converted the buy now mode. So you've got the ads that can convert those people. But now what we want to do is put our focus on the people in information gathering mode and the people in problem aware mode. Now, how do we do this? How do we convert these types of people? Well, the goal is actually to convert these people and transition them into people who are ready to buy. So instead of your ad converting people who are ready to buy into customers, the goal of your ads should be to convert people who are problem aware, information gathering mode, and convert them into buy now mode. And then that will convert them into a customer. So you need to create ads that transition people through the sales process. How do we do it? Well, it's through what I call concept ads. So these ads don't just go direct in the newsfeed and they're like, hey, if you're an online coach looking to sign, an extra 20 clients per month, then my new shiny funnel is going to do it for you, okay? That's not how you want to do it, right? You need to create ads that transition people and educate people and turn them into people who are into buy now mode. Because the good thing about concept ads is that they last longer. They scale harder. They convert more. And they make money. Okay? They last longer. Why? They last longer because there's a bigger audience for them to go after. So instead of your ads only being able to convert 3% of people, they convert here 37%. So I'm not a mathematician, but that's like 10 times the size of the audience, more than that. So it's definitely more than that. What's that, like 12 times? Whatever, right? It converts, it lasts longer because the audience is a lot bigger. It obviously scales harder. You can spend more money for longer because it's got more people to go after. It converts more people because obviously, 37% is bigger than 3%. So of course it's going to convert more people. And if you convert more customers, then you don't have to be a genius to understand that that is going to make you more money. So concept ads, what they do a great job of is, like I said, transitioning people from problem aware and information gathering mode to buy now mode. So in terms of how do you convert and how do you transition those people? Well, the people in information gathering mode, they are aware that they have a problem. They are aware of potentially the different solutions, but now they're trying to gather information on what solution is best for them. So I'm going to give a really basic example. So if I was targeting an online business owner that the problem was that they were struggling to get leads, then if I was writing a buy now mode ad, it would be, hey, are you an online business owner struggling to get leads? Then let me run Facebook ads for you and I will generate you, 1,000 leads a month and that will convert into 30 customers. Click the button below to learn more. Okay? Not good copy, but I'm just using simple copy to emphasize the point. You are targeting a direct group of people and you're basically just saying, hey, use this solution. Now, the people in information gathering mode, they are aware of the solution. So in my example, they'll be an online business owner that is aware that one of the solutions is Facebook ads to get more leads. But maybe they're also aware and gathering information on YouTube ads. Maybe they're gathering information on TikTok organic. Maybe they're gathering information on Instagram organic. You see, there's lots of these different solutions that provide or solve the problem of they need more leads. So I need to write ads that transition these people from gathering information on lots of different solutions and turning them into someone who is ready to buy my Facebook ad service. So in my ad, I could, and this is just one example, there's lots of different angles you could go at, right? But I could write an ad that basically compares Facebook ads and YouTube ads, and I can explain why Facebook ads is so much more effective than YouTube. Or I could write another ad angle and it would be comparing Facebook ads to Instagram organic, right? And how Facebook ads is so much faster and easier to get results. And it doesn't take, 6 months to 12 months to start making significant amount of money. Again, you can go to, to town on the different angles and, how you want to position that. But that's the point. We're not just saying, hey, come and buy my Facebook ad service. We're educating them on why Facebook ads is the best solution. And that is going to convert a lot of these 17% into the buyer now because we've sold them on our specific solution. So that's just one example. And now for the problem aware, these people are aware they have a problem. So they're aware that they're aware that they have a lead flow problem, right? They're an online business owner and they understand that they don't have as many leads as they would want, but they're not actually aware of the different solutions. So maybe they're a dinosaur and they don't understand what the internet is and they haven't used it before. So we would then have to write an ad that basically makes them and educates them, makes them aware and educates them on the different solutions. And then obviously why your solution is the best. So it takes a little bit more work because you not only have to make them aware of the solution, but then you have to sell them on your specific solution. But again, instead of it just being more direct and offer-based, which is, hey, if you want more leads and book in a call with me and I'll run Facebook ads, it's educating them on the gap between them, where they're at, and them being in the mindset ready to buy. And it's educating them on that process, but not that process, educating them on the solution. And that is going to turn them into a buy now mode. I call it a concept ad because a lot of the time you have to come up with an idea or a concept, which is basically like an angle, I suppose you could create it similar. There's lots of different concepts and there's lots of different ways to do it more effective than others. But again, like in my example, one concept would be that, paid advertising is better and more effective than organic advertising. And that would be a concept, and I would write my ad around that concept. So that's the two differences there. And again, there's tons of different ones. So if you are feeling like this is you, and your ads run well for a little while, but then they burn out and die faster than you feel like they should, right? Because you're not really scaling for long enough and you don't know what the problem is. The problem, it's not going to be, unless you're like an idiot and you've set up your ad account completely wrong and like you're targeting a completely wrong audience and you've set your budget to $1 million per day and you're just burning a load of money. If you're even like a little bit competent with the paid ad platforms, if you're struggling with this problem, it's very unlikely that this stuff is the solution, right? As long as you're not making basic errors, then this isn't the solution. This is going to be the solution, because I guarantee that 90+% of your ads are focused on the avatar, they're focused on the offer, and they're a bit direct. Whereas you want to change it to be more conceptual or educational. And this is going to widen the pool of customers that you can potentially convert. And instead of your ads burning out after they've reached 3% of the marketplace, you can go after the buy now mode people as well. So this would actually be, 40% of people on this side. You could have to actually go after 40% of people. So change up the actual ads and the copy and the angles. That is going to help you scale faster and further rather than, tinkering around in the ads manager. So hope that was useful. And if you want more information like this, I send out more detailed breakdowns of ads and what I'm doing inside of my companies to my email list. So if you would like more training on ads and more specific training on how to write ads and all that sort of good stuff, then you can join my email list for free. The link will be in the description and you'll get some more detailed training for free moving forward. If you don't want that, then that's okay. I still appreciate you anyway, and you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.